Hello, everyone. Hello, and welcome to Bold Moves, Winning Strategies for Social Media Success. We are back again Tuesday, every Tuesday at 5:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, 6:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, as we share social media strategies for success, winning strategies for social media success. So thank you again for tuning in. If you are new here, hello. If you're not, welcome back. And thanks so much for tuning in to this live that we do. This is kind of our like weekly, I would say like podcast-ish. But we're on Facebook. So if you're watching me now, please be sure to share this live with someone. Share it to your news feed. Today I am talking about, is every business a brand? Is every business a brand? So for those who don't know me, I'm Shekinah Walton, the founder of Shekinah Victoria Enterprises, a certified social media strategist where I coach and help entrepreneurs and businesses to be able to have a bold, recognizable, and profitable brand through the use of social media. Some of my clients have been featured in some of our local news publications, and we're just getting started, and thank you for joining us on this live. Feel free to share this once again, and without further ado, we're going to get into the topic for today. So, is every business a brand? If you see me looking over here, it's because I have notes. I will always have notes, right? So, the short answer is absolutely not. Every business is not a brand, no matter how high you think of your business, or how highly you think of, another business, or how much you love a business. Every business is not a brand. Okay. So I'm going to break this down. All right. So, let's talk about the difference between a business and then a brand. Okay. So, a business, we all know what businesses are. It is a organization that is set up, right? You have digital goods, physical goods, or services, right, that you sell in exchange for money. So it is a value for value exchange. I have value and people are willing to pay for it, so they pay you value, right? So it's a value for value exchange. It's an organization, like I mentioned, that exchanges products, services, whether digital or physical, for money. And just because you have a business today does not make you a brand. So not every business is a brand, but every brand is a business. I'm going to say that one more time. Not every business is a brand, but every brand is a business. Okay, so now let's dive into what a brand is, right? A brand is built over time, okay? So it is a name, it is an authority, and it's developed through reputation, through trust, and consistent delivery of exceptional experiences for your customers. Branding requires integrity and the willingness to go above and beyond to fulfill a promise. And this is why people will know your brand as a brand. Okay. So funny story. I remember when I was a kid, and, I paid attention to everything. I mean, everything. And so, I remember when, you eat frozen pizzas and things of that sort. We know some of the big brand frozen pizzas, right? DiGiorno, you got Home Run in Pizza. What else? You got, what are some other ones? It's kind of leaving me now, but I just listed a few, okay? But anyways, there's a lot of different, pizza brands, frozen pizza brands that are very well known. You'll see them in any store you go to, whether it's Walmart, Target, Meijer, or for people who live kind of like in the South, or, Kroger, so you'll see these pizza brands everywhere. I remember one time, one of my family members. I'm not going to put out who that person was, but they bought a pizza. But guess what? It was not a name brand. It was what we call a generic brand pizza, okay? And I'm like, what, you know, because I paid attention to everything when I was a kid. I was like, is that a generic pizza? Like, I don't want that. I want a name brand pizza. I want to eat something that I know is going to be good. I don't want to be surprised with what I taste. And you could think, like, how can you go wrong with a pizza? Oh, trust me, you can go wrong with a pizza. You can. Okay, so anyways, you know, I definitely had like the stank face. Like, is that a generic brand pizza? And it wasn't even all that, y'all. But it was better than what I thought, but it still wasn't all that. So even back then, I paid attention to brands, name brands, and then off brands, or, you know, brands that didn't necessarily have that notoriety, or, you know, things of that sort. And so a brand, as I mentioned, is developed over time. It has a good reputation. It has a good rapport. It's specifically known to deliver consistently, right? Based off of whatever they promise. And so here's a simple way to think about it and look at it. A business does things at the average level. Just a regular business does things at the average level. But when you're known as a brand, you do those same things exceptionally. Okay, so let's say that again. So a business does things at the average level. But when you're known as a brand does those same things exceptionally well. So that's the difference. Not every business is a brand. Not every business is a brand. Not every business is a brand. But every brand is a business. So just because you all of a sudden have an idea, oh my goodness, I want to have a business, and I'm registering it, and now I got a brand. Sorry to break it to you, but not yet. But over time, the more that you, and I don't want to go ahead of myself, but let's get into it, okay? Because I already just opened up the door. So, but before I get into it, I do want to say this. I heard this awesome entrepreneur say it like this. He said, entrepreneurs, sorry, wrong word. He said, and then I'm going to parallel this to businesses and brands. He said, amateurs don't stop until they get it right. Okay? Amateurs don't stop until they get it right. But professionals, pros, don't stop until they can't get it wrong. Oh my God, that was good, wasn't it? I'm going to say that one more time. Amateurs don't stop until they get it right. But professionals, pros, they don't stop until they can't get it wrong. Wow, right? That's something to think about. Now, let me parallel this to businesses and brands. So, if I switch out those words, just an ordinary business doesn't stop doing what they're doing until they get it right. Right? You keep on going until you're finally successful. But brands don't stop until they can't get it wrong. And so there's a difference between the intentionality of just a business and when that business is now a brand. Okay. So if you're a business owner who wants to develop a true brand, here are 3 steps to get started. And all of us are working to constantly level up, elevate. And it's always going to be an onward, upward process. Okay, so here's 3 steps to get started. Number 1, define what you want to be known for. Ask yourself, what do I want people to feel when they engage with my business? What kind of experience do I want to leave behind? And once you define this, you can begin to intentionally promote it and share. This is what you'll receive when you work with us. This is the experience you'll have when you buy our services or buy our goods. And the second step is identify what makes you different. Okay, what sets you apart from everyone else in your industry? And we talked about this last week. Remember the UVP, unique value proposition? Remember that? The UVP that we talked about? Having your unique value proposition or unique sales proposition. You know, it kind of goes both ways. So identify what makes you different. Feel free to go back to that live too. I believe it's still on our page where you can hear more about defining what your UVP is. But it's important to identify what makes you different, because when you know what makes you different, then you can far better be able to explain to prospects, future customers, on why they should come to you versus another organization or business. And the third step is deliver on your promises and go beyond. You know, it is better to under promise and over deliver than over promise and under deliver. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna say that one more time. I just have to. It is better to under promise and over deliver than to over promise and under deliver. You always want to go over and beyond if you are a business owner. You always want to go over and beyond, because that just aids in the experience that your customers have, and it also aids in your brand, in the developing of your brand. So your brand is built on trust. Whatever you promise, deliver it consistently. And if there's something happens or something comes up where you're not able to deliver, explain, be transparent, and offer something, you know, because of that inconvenience. Okay. Whatever you promise, deliver it consistently, and whenever possible, exceed expectations. So that is how you move from business, just an average business, just 1 out of a million, you know, or a billion, to a brand. Okay. Woo! Okay. I hope you all love this live. This was really good. I think this is definitely one of my favorites. And I'm always thinking about how I can continue to give you all free resources and value and things that will really be able to help you. So this is something that I give for free, you all. And if you want more, you can work with us. You can work with me at ShekinahVictoriaEnterprises.com. We actually do one-on-one social media strategy consultations and brand strategy consultations, where we can, if you decide to do social media strategy, I can give you a social media strategy that will work for your business and help you to be able to accomplish whatever your business goals are, because your social media strategy should be in alignment with your business goals, not working against it, right? And then if you decide and you're interested in brand strategy, that's where we refine your brand identity, your target audience, what you want to be known for, your voice, your tone, your messaging, all of that good stuff. But also, our free Build Your Brand Masterclass is still open for registration. You can save your spot today. Literally in about a week, I'll be having the free Build Your Brand Masterclass, and you want to make sure that you are a part of this, especially if you are an entrepreneur, because there's going to be a lot of valuable information that is going to be shared during this masterclass that you are going to want to hear and implement. Okay. So I'm diving into a few things. I'm diving into why social media is not just, you know, an option, but it's a necessity for your business, and how to further leverage that. We're going to be diving into your brand identity, understanding your brand, understanding and going even beyond the logo, your colors, and into the heart of your business, into the mission, and putting it all together to form a unique story that people will be moved by, and not just moved, but moved to purchase your service, your goods, right? Buy something from your business. So we're going to be diving into a lot of different things, and this is for you if you're new to social media. This is for you if you are familiar with social media but you really don't know how to best leverage it for your benefit. This is for you if you just want to elevate some more and you want more knowledge on how you can continue to elevate your brand. And so business owners, entrepreneurs, jump in on this. In 1 week from today, I'll be having the free Build Your Brand Masterclass. We have 3 different dates you can choose from. The link is in the description. All you have to do is click that link, or if you need me to message it to you or send it to you, comment comment the brick emoji and I'll send it to you, okay? All right, you all. So that concludes our live for today, where we talked about is every business a brand. If you missed it, you want to catch this from the beginning so that you can hear all of the goodness and things that were shared during this live. Again, don't forget to share this with someone, and don't forget to sign up for our free Build Your Brand Masterclass. All right. It's important, even as Christians, as believers, that we don't want to be average, but we should want to be exceptional. We should want to be extraordinary. And I don't believe it's God's desire for us to just be, doing business as usual. I believe it's God's desire for our businesses to become superpowers so that He can continue to be glorified. And so I'm excited to share all of the great things I'm going to be diving into, which I already alluded to during our free Build Your Brand Masterclass. So register now, save your spot. All we need is a few details, and then you are in. And I look forward to seeing you there. I pray that you all continue to have an amazing Tuesday, and I'll see you next week for Bold Moves, Winning Strategies for Social Media Success at 5:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This is Shekinah Walton, founder of Shekinah Victoria Enterprises and certified social media strategist. And I'll see you later. Bye-bye.